Hiya Chris, lovely to meet up with you. Despite the circumstances, a little bit of panic setting in regarding the chipping, etc. After a dose of the shank. So the first thing to do is identify why you shanked the golf ball. What we discussed was the fact that in transition the club drops underneath a little bit too much. You're pretty shallow when you chip anyway. Certainly very rarely gets steep. Club gets inside a little bit too much. The corner at the bottom here now becomes a little bit too hard to turn. So what happens is the arms tend to get thrown away from you and the sweet spot moves out. The neck of the club approaches the ball, etc, etc. We also get things like we did on that shot where we catch it a little bit too heavy. So we've got the odd low point issue. Right knee keeps moving this way a little bit too long. All pretty typical of someone who is presenting, in your case, the neck of the club to the ball. Not everybody shanks it like that, but that's your way of shanking, if you will, the DNA of your shank. So we talked about really what happens in the through swings, a lot of variables when you chip. What I want you to concentrate a little bit more on is what we see here, where I've put the cane down on the mat, on the grass should I say, to illustrate where I want your hands to go post impact. I want you to swing a little bit more to the left as you come through. As you do that, the club doesn't get quite as far inside on the way through, on the way down, and we start to introduce a little bit of steepness to the downswing. We don't want a lot of steepness. You see there's only a little divot that we take, but we present the ball and the club to the back of the ball in a more appropriate manner, and from there now we want the arms to trace the circle both sides of the golf ball. So if we look at the image on the right, when we swing in a circle on a tilted angle, and we've got to trace this circle both sides of the golf ball. If during the downswing the arms get flung off the circle, or particularly in the early part of the downswing, the arms start to come off the circle, the sweet spot of the golf club starts to move away from you and the neck of the club moves towards the ball. We talked about a few other things. When you're in the rough, you need to keep your speed up. When you're playing a chip and run, you don't want to have the shaft sitting too flat. The more the shaft sits flat, the bigger the corner is to turn. The bigger the corner is to turn, the harder that is to do. The angle of attack is going to be shallower, and you run the risk of getting the arms flung off the torso and once again hitting the neck of the club. So short chip and runs, shaft sits a little bit more vertical. Anytime you shift the swing to the left, you're introducing a little bit of steepness to the angle of attack. Anytime it shifts to the right, you're shallowing that angle of attack out, so you need to bear that in mind. That's going to affect the low point. Very rarely you get too steep. You're nearly always too shallow when you chip. And controlling the hand path, the direction the hands swing post impact. So through the ball, if you're focusing on swinging the hands in this direction through the ball, that's going to encourage different things to happen in the backswing, different things to happen in transition that you don't necessarily need to think about. So good luck with it. I'm looking forward to meeting up with you again on, I think it's the 9th of April, do a little bit more work on your short game and hopefully see how things have progressed from this meeting. Thanks very much. See you soon.